What's going on YouTube? It is your girl Lauren Finesse, and I am back with just a little quick video. I am in the middle of kind of cooking. The kitchen is that way, but I just kind of turned my camera, which I probably could have been cooking while I was talking, but I just wanted to take a quick break and make just a little video because we got to talk about just a couple things while we're here. So first things first, house cleaning items. Your girl has been going through it. My emotions have been all over the place all weekend. Today's Monday, February 13th. And Friday, Miss Girl came and seen me on Friday. And this weekend has just been so emotional. Like, I've been really in my feelings. And not just like sad, but like a lot of different emotions. Just like frustrated, annoyed, sad, optimistic, just like all over the place. And I'm okay, but it's been a long weekend. It's been such a long weekend. I just know that like my next move will be my best move, and I'm very excited about it. I do have a plan where I want to move to Dallas. I wanted to move to Dallas. My dad is in Dallas. I have friends in Dallas, family in Dallas, and I'm just ready to make that move. Like Chicago, I'm just kind of like, bleh, honestly. And I love it here. First of all, there's no place like Chicago. Let me say that off top. There's no place like Chicago. Like Chicago's really lit. But also, if you're from Chicago, if you've lived other places like I have, then you can get tired of it. And I think if you've never lived anywhere else, then this is your home. This is, where you're from, where your family is. Maybe you don't want to leave. But if you're somebody like me who has lived outside of Chicago for like years and years and years, then when you come back, you almost feel stifled. And I'm not stifled, but it's like it's a feeling of, I don't know. So I do have a plan. Y'all, of course, know like my condo here is, I'm gonna either do Airbnb or I might get a tenant, but I don't think I want to be a landlord, because please don't be calling me at 2 and 3 in the morning talking about the toilet clogged up, because I just don't think I'm there yet. So we'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly yet, but we'll see. So anyway, so that's been my weekend. And I'm just like, let me just make this quick video because some of y'all been getting on my nerves since I dropped this one video. You've seen the title. So first things first, I made a video, I don't know, a couple weeks ago about passport bros. And I made a short to that video, which I always do with all my videos. I always make a short because people have short attention spans. So I always make a short of the video, something that'll kind of catch people's eye. And my shorts have been doing really, really well, especially that one. So anyway, there are a lot of triggered men in that thread. There's like 150 comments. There are literally so many triggered men like, well, we're going to be, well, let me take a step back. If you don't know what passport bros is basically like men going abroad and engaging in like sex tourism, or going to find a wife, or just going over there to have fun, like whatever the case is. But basically, they don't want American women. They don't want black women's. Shout out to Jessie Woo. They want other, which is fine. I need to make sure that people understand. If you didn't watch the full video and you just went off the clip, you probably missed the entire point. So let me be clear again. I do not give up who people date. Black, white, green, purple, whatever, wherever they're from, right? Whatever they identify as, right? Whatever, I don't care, honestly. Look at Julio. I honestly and genuinely don't care about who people date. The issue that I was speaking on was that these men are proactively going after these women because, in spite of black women, in spite of American women, it's not, oh, I really love this person and I want to be with them. It's, well, I want to be with her because black women don't have this, and black women got an attitude, and American women want to take you for your money and they're gold diggers. And it's like, pump your brakes. You can date whoever you want to. My whole point was, let it be genuine. Let it be love. Let it be because you have a connection to the person, and not you want to get a passport to go to another country because you think, and this is the part that they skip over. You think that you are smarter than these women. You think you can control these women, and you think that just because these women are from another country and another walk of life, that they are not still women. Because women are women. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not all the same, but if you want to put, you know, a woman from everywhere around different countries in a room, like 95% of them would have like the same outlook on men or the opposite sex. You know what I mean? So that's the part they skip over. Do it because you love them, not because you think you can get over on these women, not because you're doing it in spite of Black women, even though a lot of y'all, your mama, your grandma, your auntie, your great grandma, black women's. So you hate Black women's, but you came from a Black women's. It don't make sense. But listen, they have been triggered on that Passport Bros clip. They have been triggered. My issue is this. A lot of y'all are triggered by the Passport Bros video, but a lot of y'all in the comments don't have passports, bro. Can you make it make sense? Why are you triggered by a video that doesn't even apply to you, sir? You don't even have a passport. So why are you even, I had to stop responding to a lot of the comments. Some of the things that some of the men were saying, I'm like, I literally said that in the video. If you watch the video, I pointed that out. Like, the clip is meant to grab your attention. That's what, it's a short clip. It's meant to grab your attention, of course, but that isn't the full context of everything that I said. So again, people with short attention spans, hey, you missed it. And if you don't want to watch the full video, that's fine. But before you start assuming, you should probably get the information first and then form an opinion on what was said. But a lot of y'all that was in the comments was talking about, oh, fellas, get your passports. Oh, I can't wait to get my passport. This video is pushing me to go get my passport. Sir, slow down. Wait, you don't even have a passport. This isn't even your thread. You need to go to United States Bros, or whatever city or town you live in, Bros. Because Passport Bros, you don't even have a passport, bro. You don't even have a pass. So why? So that was that. Passport Bros, shout out to y'all. Okay, the ones that are actually like, maybe you're doing it for some like positive thing, but a lot of the attention and things have been negative, and a lot of the men are doing it in spite of American women, and in spite of Black women, and in spite of whoever, you know, is the woman that they're doing it because they can't seem to fit in with that group, or they're doing it because sex tourism and they think that they're smarter than these women. Again, for the small percentage of men who maybe that's just what, you know, maybe it's an adventure for you. You're doing it because you're feeling adventurous and you want to go meet someone abroad. By all means, as long as you meet someone and the both of you guys are genuinely happy and it's rooted in love and not gains, personal gains. Because like I said in my last video, some of those women, they're looking for American men to take care of them and their families. They're looking for American men so that they can get a visa, so that they can come to America, so that so some of these women, they don't even really like y'all. So everybody in that situation has an ulterior motive, and we've all seen it on like 90 Day Fiance and like those types of shows where people are literally using people to get to America. So because like their country is so fucked up for whatever reason. So for the people that missed that part of what I said, please watch it here. I think we're at almost 10 minutes. Watch it here and understand. If it's genuine and you really love someone, I'm all for it. That's men, women, whoever, go for it. But if you have an ulterior motive, that's what I'm speaking on. Be a passport bro responsibly. All right, there's that. Enough of that. I kind of want to make a separate video, but it isn't that much, so I think I'm just going to make a video here on the first 3 episodes of Love is Blind after the altar. So first things first, Netflix, y'all piss me off because y'all are releasing episodes and footage out of order. It's not in chronological order or sequential order. These things did not happen in this order. You guys had the show, then they had after the altar footage, which is what they're showing us now, and then the reunion. So these 3 episodes that they just released last week are not after the reunion. These are, it's titled After the Altar. They're slick. They know what they're doing with the word games. It's titled After the Altar, and that's exactly what it is. It is after they said yes or no at the altar, they continued to film them. But it was before the reunion. Why would they do it out of order and sequential order like this? I don't know, but it's annoying because everybody wants to know, fuck all the other stuff. When is Cole gonna get his flowers? And I mean, let's just call it what it is. I'm waiting on the apology tour for Cole. I'm waiting on the what do they call it? The arc, the something arc. That's what I'm waiting on for the show. Like the climax of it, I'm waiting for like the arc to come back for Cole. That's what I'm waiting on. And that's gonna like bother me because I know the word and the something arc. Put it in the comments. I'm gonna Google it after this, but put it in the comments if you know. I'm waiting on that. But let me just quickly touch on the couples because it really isn't too much of anything because this is again before the reunion. All right, Raven and SK. Let's get them out of the way. They're still together. They are, he's traveling back and forth in town, which he's coming back in town. Was he really coming back in town from school or was he coming back in the country on one of them destination trips that he was with that girl that had posted all of them receipts on him? And then coming back in Raven face and trying to buy a ring. Excuse me, SK? You're not even attractive enough to be doing my girl Raven like that. But I'm still mad at Raven because Raven was kikiing about Cole. And I'm just like, girl, Zaynab has y'all all food. All food, all of them. So anyway, he goes to buy a ring. He proposes to her at the end of the 3rd episode. He proposes to her. She says yes. And then we get that video of her, which I'm sure you've seen, where she's clearly in her house on the couch and she's crying about the stuff that came out, which came out right after the reunion. It was like, okay, this man has been playing in her face. So the next 3 episodes should be after the reunion. That's what I'm expecting. The first 3 after the altar were before the reunion, and then the next 3 episodes should be after the reunion. I need to see some accountability. I need to see some accountability from some people. Alexa and Brennan. I hate them. I'm just gonna say it. Brennan is weak. Alexa is trashy. They're sitting at the table, so their families come together. We all know that her stepmom, now I want to know her because her stepmom, they call each other BFF. Were they actually friends before she married the dad, or have they become best friends because they're so close in age after she married the dad? I don't know, but stepmom, she's a bad bitch. I'm gonna just call her like that. She's a bad bitch. She had her Givenchy shark lock necklace on. I mean, she was put together for the camera. She knew what time it was. I felt like the first 3 episodes was almost like Alexa and Brennan's show, and we were following them because it was like Alexa's birthday or something. And so I felt like they were trying to make it like it was their show and these are just things happening around them. But please, Netflix, let me be the first and the last person to tell you, please do not. We don't care about Alexa and Brennan. We don't. Anyway, her stepmom is a bad bitch. Alexa is trashy as fuck. They're sitting at the table. Excuse my language. Look, I'm calling her trashy while I'm being trashy, but it's just for the video. But they are, they're at dinner with both families, right? Brennan's family and her family. And she's at the table and his family seems like very nice, kind of like pulled back a little bit. And her family is on TV, like trying to be the Kardashians. And she says something and she's like, what the fuck did you think? And I was just like, are you really talking like that in front of this man's like mom and his meemaw and his dad? Like what? even if your family is like very open like that, I thought it was so trashy of Alexa to like how she was talking in front of his parents. And they were kind of like, they were kind of taken back because I think it was too much. Where's the tact? Where's the class? Okay. All of this lip liner that's like way up here. I don't even want to get into her lips. They still look terrible. And the liner, her and Raven, I was like, who did their lips? They had the exact same like heavy ass liner that looked terrible. Like her lips, the top of that liner was like under her nose. It looked terrible. All right, so that's them. They're trash. Brendan has a problem with Cole. And this is how I found out that these episodes are not in order, because I had to Google it because I was like, why is everyone being so shitty to Cole? After we saw at the reunion, he was not talking shit about Zaynab's weight. He just wasn't. He wasn't. And so I was like, why are they still being shitty to him after he was vindicated that he didn't call her fat. He wasn't even insinuating that she was fat. He actually was like, why aren't you eating? Like, eat. And he even followed up in this follow-up, like in this first 3 episodes, he was like, why would I tell her not to eat a cutie? Like an orange? You mean something that's like actually good for you? Why would I be telling her, oh, you're gonna eat too much, goodness and nutrients? Like, and that's true. Like, no one was thinking that. No one was thinking that but her. It was in her mind. But anyway, Brendan has a problem with him, whatever. Colleen and Matt, again, they're not living together, but they're still together. They both say yes, of course, so they're married. And again, Colleen, I'm a ballerina, still looks very traumatized. She still looks like she's trapped in that relationship. And oh my gosh, they tell this story. I was uncomfortable listening to this story. They tell the story about how his dog, I think his name is Matt, right? It's Matt, I think. His dog isn't neutered. And the dog is humping. And she's like, oh, because, he just humps everything. She left it very general. And he comes in and he's like, oh, that's because you like to sleep naked. And she's like, yeah, I do like to sleep naked. And she's like, and it's just, he needs to be neutered. And he's like, yeah, because he's under the covers, while you're naked. And I was just like, and they both stopped and paused because they realized how like insanely inappropriate and disgusting it sounded. What I got from that little blurb, the context that I got is that she likes to sleep naked and the dog is like all in her hoo-ha, either licking and sniffing and humping her leg, and it just was very weird. And she doesn't want to move in with him until he gets his dog neutered, and she wants to get another dog. For that to be their first baby, because they don't need to have a baby. I don't think they're gonna make it. They need to just like separate. So there's that. Who else? Okay, so Zaynab and Cole. First of all, I am so sick of Zaynab in this like I'm Every Woman promo tour that she's going on, acting like he disrespected me and he was so mean to me and I'm a battered woman and now I can survive and I'm free. And it's like, Zaynab, shut the girl. Like, the only people that are even entertaining that are the people that are on the show with you. We are all here like, girl, you're a manipulator, you're a gaslighter, and you're a liar. Period. That's just facts, Zaynab. And you're insecure. And your insecurities, one, have not been worked through, because she mentioned that she's like, I got a new man in my life, but it was her therapist. You're clearly not being honest with your therapist, because if your therapist hadn't told you that you need to take accountability for lying, but again, this is before the reunion, so we have to remember that maybe she forgot what actually happened, because I think people as delusional as Zaynab, in her mind, she received that whole scene happening a completely different way than reality. So we'll wait and see. Again, the next 3 episodes, I need to see something. I need to see something that will redeem her, because I really did like her. And it's sad that, both of her parents died when she was like a teenager, and, back to back. And so she's had a rough deal. So we want to like you, Zaynab, but we also want you to be authentic, and we want you to tell the truth. And we don't want you to be manipulative and just be an asshole, because it's unlikable. Cole, he's so cute. He's so stinking cute. And I even seen recently, like, Cole is still telling people like don't bash her. She's a good person, and you know, he's still protecting this girl even though she continues to shit on him to his face and behind his back. It's sad. Nancy and Bartise, final couple. I mean, really nothing to say there. Nancy still looks old in the face, but she still looks old. I was gonna say a little less old in the face, but actually she still looks very much old in the face. And Bartise still has that Bert and Ernie haircut. It's terrible. I don't understand. I don't get it. But basically, she wants to still be like kind of friendly with him, but also she's trying to create boundaries. And she's, you know, she doesn't want to tell her brother and her mom that she's still in communication with him because he embarrassed her. And, you know, the brother was ready to put the paws on Bartise. And he was finna have to prove that he is a personal trainer, because the brother, even though he was way shorter than Bartise, he was ready to take Bartise on. He was ready to body slam Bartise, and that would have been good TV, but it would have been ghetto. So what are you gonna do? But yeah, that's their story, that they are still in communication, but she doesn't want to get back with him. So it's like, it's a wash. We don't care. What we're looking for in the next 3 episodes, because let's wrap this up. We're gonna see the Raven and SK saga. Like, that's what I expect to see. Zaynab and Cole, I expect to see vindication. It's not gonna come from Zaynab because she's still delusional. If it comes from her, that would be amazing. I don't think it's gonna come from her. I need an apology. Brennan needs to apologize, because Brennan tried to chastise Cole at Alexa's birthday party, which Alexa looked super fucking trashy in that fucking lace one piece with the girl. Listen, it's not even about her being a heavy girl, and she's not even she's a heavier girl. She's not even like a heavy girl, but it's not even about that. She just looks trashy. It didn't even look good. It wasn't pulled together nice. She could have made it very elegant, and then it would have been like, okay, like, you know, maybe added like some sleeves, like some long sleeves, like some pearls, like something to really elevate it to make it classy with the trashy. And maybe, but no, she just had it on. It's like she rolled out of bed and put that on, and she thought she was doing it, and it was not doing it. But anyway, Brandon was trying to chastise Cole at the party, like, oh, because I heard you call Zaynab fat. And he's with, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. I'm getting tongue-tied because I'm just gonna say it. He was chastising Cole because Alexa's fat. She's not fat, but we're gonna call her fat for all intents and purposes for this particular show, because that's why he was mad. Because he's like, I'm with a fat girl, and you were calling her fat. And that's why Alexa was so pissed, because she knows she's a fat girl. That's why she was so pissed off about it. I need to see apologies. So we'll see what happens. Again, Colleen and Matt. Colleen, please blink twice if you need help. I'm a ballerina. Blink twice. And that's it. If these next 3 episodes, this is my word. This is my word. If the next 3 episodes do not give what it supposed to gave after the reunion, I don't think I could watch Love is Blind anymore. Like, this season was already lackluster, and it dragged, and it was shitty. If they do not redeem themselves in these last 3 episodes, because y'all put this footage out way late, because the reunion was in like November, December. So you waited months to pull this footage together to get the people going and to rile us up. If you do not make it right in the next 3 episodes, I'm not watching it again. I say that now, we'll see what happens. But I am interested in that Perfect Match show with like different people from the different Netflix shows. That's gonna be good. I don't know if I'm gonna review it. I'll probably just talk about it, but that looks good. It looks messy. It looks like a bunch of people. I love Love Island, Temptation Island, and it's giving, oh, Are You the One? I love Are You the One? It's giving that vibe. So should be a good show. Yeah, that's it, guys. So please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe to all the Passport Bros. If you have watched the video this long, which I know you have not, here's a heart for you. I know you guys will miss it, but here's a heart for you. Please get out your fifis and get into your passport before you get into my comments. Okay. For everyone else, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. I don't know what the next one's gonna be, but I'll see y'all in the next one. All right, guys. Bye-bye.